Welcome to Good Samaritan. My name is Father Dan, and I'm so pleased to be standing here right now with you in our worship space. We're just about to begin our worship together, but before we do, I just want to give you guys a couple words on what it is that we're about to do together in the midst of our gathering. The whole point of us gathering together on Sunday mornings is because Jesus has invited us to come together to share in this bread and this wine that he has given to us in his body and his blood. And so what I like to think of is I like to pretend that when we come together for worship, it's sort of like sitting down to family dinner at someone else's house. You guys ever done this before? You sit down at someone else's house, and they might pass the food the opposite way, where they put the fork on the outside, or on the, they switch the knife and the fork. That the way that we worship is going to be a little bit different here than the way that you worship at other places. But the point of our worship is not that you're accustomed to it or that it feels usual, but that the host who invited us to this table has invited us all to sit down and share with him in this meal. And so I invite you, as we do this work, to focus on these four things. They happen to be the core values of our church. Be, know, grow, go. First, that when we gather together, that our focus of our attention is on being present with God as an act of worship. Secondly, that as we hear the stories of these scriptures, as we sing these songs of praise, that everything that we're doing together is ultimately about growing in our knowledge and our personal relationship with Jesus. Third, as we do this work, ask ourselves, what is it in the sermon today, what is it in the scriptures today that are calling us to grow spiritually as more mature believers? And then lastly, when we go out into the world, how do we represent Jesus to this world and share with him in all that he's done and blessed us with? So with all that in mind, I invite you to take a moment of silence as we begin our worship in this holy space.